The Recap, your daily sports update. Wherever you are, tune into ThePapare.com at 6:30 p.m. on the dot and be updated on what happened around you. The Recap, your daily sports update. Wherever you are, tune into ThePapare.com at 6:30 p.m. on the dot and be updated on what happened around you. The Recap, your daily sports update. Wherever you are, tune into ThePapare.com at 6:30 p.m. on the dot and be updated on what happened around you. The Recap, your daily sports update. Wherever you are, tune into ThePapare.com at 6:30 p.m. on the dot and be updated on what happened around you. The Recap, your daily sports update. Wherever you are, tune into ThePapare.com at 6:30 p.m. on the dot and be updated on what happened around you. The Recap, your daily sports update.
Hello and welcome to Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, ThePapare.com. We are live from the Racecourse International Stadium for this South Asia Japan Under-16 Football Exchange tournament, the Four Nations tournament between the hosts Sri Lanka, Japan, Bhutan and Nepal. Today will be the final day of this tournament, and this will be the first match for today. Starting off in a few minutes time, it will be Japan versus Bhutan. It will definitely be a David versus Goliath encounter. In terms of size as well as form. Japan are the more heavily built side against the Bhutanese. Bhutan, of course, were comprehensively beaten 7-1 in their first encounter, and on the 11th that was, and on the 12th it was a 5-2 win, 5-2 loss at the hands of the hosts Sri Lanka, as both these sides are lining up to come onto the field. Japan in their first match won 3-1 against Sri Lanka, and then the very next day defeated Nepal 9-0. Bhutan will be playing in the yellow and the blue kit, while Japan will be in the all blue kit. As I'm joining the commentary box by Romario. Very good afternoon, Romario.
Yes, good afternoon to you, Navod, and we are surely in for a good game, but on form, I think Japan should cruise home in this match.
I think it's not about who will win, but by how many goals that Japan will win today, as I think one of their star players, Nakano Keita, has been in goal scoring form, as well as the skipper Sako Mayo. They've been changing their skippers in the first two games. Japan, they have, I think, their two centre backs are over 6 feet tall, so they won't have any problems when the crosses comes in defense, as well as during dead ball situations.
Yeah, I think it's very nice for an under 16 team to have a couple of 6-footers in their team. I'm sure they will have an edge over any side they play.
This under 16 team will be the future for these four countries, because Japan will be hosting the 2020 Olympics as well as the Paralympic Games. As you know, for Olympics it is an under 23 team, so by 2020 this side will be 20 years of age and gunning for a position in that under 23 side.
Yeah, it's a dream of any sportsman to play in an Olympic event, and I'm sure these youngsters that will be their aim as they progress forward in their football careers.
As both teams comes out onto the field, it's Japan versus Bhutan in this under 16 South Asia Japan under 16 football exchange tournament, Four Nations tournament, the first game of the final day of the competition. Bhutan versus Japan. We'll just go through the Japan lineup first. It's their number 3, Sako Mayo, captaining today. 12 is their goalkeeper, Suki Sion. Then number 2 is Handa Riku. 13 is Yoshida Yuji, one of the informed players who has scored a couple as well. 18 will be Ueda Keita. 16 is Sumi Koshiro. 15 is Nakano Keita. 6 is Shimokawa Tayo. 14 is Naruoka Hikaru. 8 will be Watanabe Rue. And finally number 17 is Suto Naoki. For Bhutan is jersey number 10, Kelzan Jigme, who has scored both the penalties for them. Then jersey number 1, their goalkeeper Tenzi Doji, who saved one penalty as well. That was against Japan. 16 will be Kama Chetrim. 6 is Jigdrel. 2 is Tobden Drakpa. As we now have the national anthem of Japan first.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Bhutan.
Japanese defenders.
Yeah, that was quite a surprise for the Sri Lankans. But the Japan defense held firm and saw the game through.
For Bhutan, wearing jersey number 6 will be Jigdrel. Yes, very tiny lad. But from what we've seen in the first 2 games, he has the skills to make up for his height. Today's referee will be Irshad Farooq.
So we are all set here at the Racecourse International Stadium as Japan takes on Bhutan, and it'll be Japan to kick off. And we are underway here as Japan kicks off and sends it straight to the captain. Gets an early touch. You can see Japan making early use of the wide players even as the pass goes. misplaced.
The ball goes off a Japanese player that looks like Nakano Keita. That was just number 17, I beg your pardon. Suto Naoki. There's another chance, effort from the throw-in as Japanese takes advantage and scores the first goal. Looks like it came from Nakano Keita. They've opened the scoring as early as in the 2nd minute, Japan.
Yes, so just as predicted, the Japanese taking the early lead. It hit the Bhutan players like lightning on that occasion as they concede possession again, and Japan on the attack, but unfortunately loses out. But managed to regain the ball in an instant. Some lovely skills shown there by the centre backs as well. So it's a very, very skillful Japanese side as centre forward is caught offside on that occasion. Hoisted long there by the Bhutan centre back, but was shrugged off. The midfielder. Japan regained position of the ball. Now it's with the centre back. Works it out to his right hand side winger as they use the width of the field very well. The Japan team. It's a bit of a sloppy clearance by the Bhutan defenders. And Japan get the ball again as a heel there. Lovely flick by the youngster. And a lovely deep cross, but unfortunately for the forward, he did not manage to get his head onto it.
That was jersey number 13 for Japan, Yoshida Yuji, who scored a couple in that 9-0 rout of Nepal.
Sloppy clearance there by the young defender. He kicked it straight out into touch. Hands position straight back to the Japanese as they are on the ball. They seem to be a very potent team in attack.
Good strength shown on that occasion, and good skill coming from Jigdrel, the number 6. I told you earlier, he makes up for his height with his skill. But now still, Japan, an opportunity here to score, but averted by a couple of good saves from their goalkeeper for Bhutan. It's Tenzing Doji.
Very lucky the goalkeeper there on that occasion. He did not push the first shot away into safety. Fell straight into a Japanese player's feet, but he recovered well and got back to the delivery as a lovely through ball is played. As Japan go back on the attack. Cuts back in, and this time, unfortunately, the second cutback was too close to the goalie on that occasion as the goalie this time hangs on to it.
Doji will have a very busy afternoon in this 90 minutes for Bhutan. As Bhutan now looks to come forward. It's Mayo against Jigdrel.
Clearly there was only one winner in that exchange there, as the Japanese player displayed some lovely skill threw a dummy and got back possession. As another long ball is played, but this time a bit too long, bit too much on it, and the goalie easily catches it. Japan back on the attack. Relentless attack by Japan. This time he gets across in, and it's a lovely goal there, lovely finish on the volley. Sumi Koshiharu on that occasion. He takes it first time on the volley and makes no mistake. So Japan go 2 ahead within 7 minutes of this game, and I'm sure Bhutan will be in for a long day at the office as they concede possession, and Japan back on the attack. Number 14 this time hits it straight to the goalie as he parries it, and yes, that's number 13. Yoshida on that occasion. Well, Navod. This seems like a training ground for the Japanese players. 3 goals up within 8 minutes of the game. 2 coming in the last minute and a half or so.
Yes, Bhutan now needs to tighten up their defense. Otherwise, this will definitely become a cricket score.
Yes, it will be a big embarrassment. And I think Bhutan needs to just hold on to possession, slow the game down a bit. Bhutan, they are chasing the ball and trying to play at a quick pace, which means they are playing into the hands of the Japanese. Yes, as we have Ashwin joining me in the commentary box. Good evening, Ashwin.
Thank you, Romario. Yes, Bhutan really do have their work cut out today against this Japan outfit, who are ranked very many places above them in the international football scene. And 10 minutes in, I can see that you can see clearly that Japan seem to be miles ahead of them in terms of their finishing and creative players. That corner is fired in low, and another opportunity for Japan. Centre back just swiveling, but his shot evading the far post.
Yes, it was Saku Maya on that occasion, the captain. He took it on the turn, but unfortunately it went just wide of the right hand upright, right hand post. As a goalie, another sloppy clearance there.
Nepal also struggled to deal with the Japanese attack, and today they are without their star player Jun, and they still don't seem to have any problems finding the back of the net.
Yes, and their midfielders are also very strong, and as another cross comes in, but unfortunately there's no chance there for the player. There was a defender diving and cut in the shot, so it dribbles out for a corner for Japan, the second corner within the first 10 minutes. They have 3 goals on the board as well to say for it.
Yes, indeed. And the corner is played to the edge of the box, but Bhutan cleared it just about as far as the midfield. It's going to come back at them. Good cross looped in, but far away from any of the attacking options, as it's a goal kick to Bhutan.
Yes, on that occasion as well, you can see Bhutan wants to get on with the game, but unfortunately with them going at a fast pace, they are just playing into the hands of the Japanese.
Yes, you can see the moment that the Bhutan players get the ball as there's another opportunity for Japan to score. But referee affords handball in favor of Bhutan.
Japan clearly are the better side on this occasion, on this match. And it displays even on the score sheet as they go back on the attack. He tried to dink it in there, but unfortunately did not fall into the feet as centre back clears it out for another corner. So wave after wave of attack has, even though you don't see on screen, the Japanese goalkeeper is a good 10-15 meters out of his penalty area as well.
Left-footed corner driven in hard and low. No one able to get a touch on it as it's going to come back into the box. And that occasion, the cross high and over the crossbar, no problems for the Bhutan goalkeeper. He's been a busy man.
Yes, that was a wayward cross there by the youngster, playing wide on the left-hand side. Again, another sloppy clearance. Fortunately for Bhutan, the midfielders managed to win the ball back. But just as I said, they win the ball back. They lose out, and here comes Japan again on the attack.
Bhutan players are, that if it goes off the target, Bhutan players are trying their best to press Japan high up the field, but that leaves a bit of space for the midfielders and forwards to exploit in between their midfield and defense line. And that is where Japan have created most of their chances. That little pocket of space is where they have created these opportunities.
Yeah, Japan are they win the ball back, and they seem to have been playing in from behind, but this time
The ping pong just outside the box, and Bhutan getting it clear, but not fully so. It's going to come back at them. They're just unable to get the ball in possession to the opposition half as that effort blazed over the bar. Hit well on the half volley, good control, just the direction.
yeah, I think he leant a bit back on that shot, and that's why it rose over the crossbar, as they don't give Bhutan a minute even to settle down. Some lovely skill there by the left side player. As I said, time and time again, Bhutan playing fast. They're just playing into the hands of the Japanese.
Yes, whenever Bhutan do get the ball, they aren't just clearing it forward, they are trying to play themselves out of trouble. Unfortunately, though, the Japanese midfielders are very much on their case and they are closed down within a matter of seconds, which is why they are unable to keep possession of the ball. There's another shot, left-footed effort, takes a deflection and goes behind for a corner kick. Corner to the far post, header not on target.
Yes, it went high and handsome over the players in the box. Fortunately, the man at the far post did not manage to direct it on goal as Bhutan win. Another goal kick. This is very sloppy work by the goalkeeper. Lovely through ball there by the Japanese midfielder. He played the forward through, but unfortunately there wasn't too many bodies in the box for him to cross. This time he sends the cross in. A good header on target, but unfortunately it was straight onto the goalkeeper.
Yes, it's worth noting that Japan are ranked nearly 200 places above Bhutan in the latest FIFA rankings. Bhutan ranked at a lowly 230, with Japan at 27th in the world. As that cross punched away by the goalkeeper.
There was a lovely cross there by Handa Riku. A tease-in ball, but unfortunately a bit too close to the goalkeeper as he managed to punch it away into safety. You can see the Bhutan coach there on the edge of his technical area, barking out instructions to his players. And here goes Handa Riku again, but again, this time straight to the goalkeeper.
That pass from the goalkeeper, bouncing over his man.
Very sloppy there by the Bhutan goalkeeper on that occasion. But it's Tenzin Doji in goal for Bhutan, and I'm sure he's in for a long day today.
Free kick aboarded Bhutan's way, a moment of respite.
I'm sure they'll be hoping to catch some breath now. As centre back hoists it forward, but he's not done his team any favors there by kicking it straight to a Japanese player. So Japan back on the ball. It has been 20 minutes of Japan. I'm sure they would have had more than 80% possession and 3 goals to show for it as well. They've been teasing the Bhutan players all throughout the first 20 minutes. They go on another attack. This time, unfortunately, lost out as the centre back clears it, but no respite as Japan come back straight on the attack and win a throw.
Japan still in possession. Working it wide, very nicely, ball in. Man at the front post just unable to get a touch on it. Runs safely through to the goalkeeper.
Yes, that was Sumi Kohishoro on that occasion. The two wide players on the right hand side, Sumi and Handa, have been bothering the Bhutan defenders with their crossers. But the two right-handed players will be hoping that they could get those crossers in a bit more away from the goalkeeper and give their forwards a chance.
That shot going into the referee.
Yes, that was Sako Maya, the captain, on that occasion. He hit it straight into the referee.
Skipper launches it forward, but the man out wide can't get a hold of it. Throw in for Bhutan. But still they're unable to hold on to possession. Lovely footwork. He spread the play. And the Bhutanese defender just about getting back, but he can't get it clear. They have a chance now, but they try to dribble it out of trouble, and they get into more. Chance now, shoots low, but good save on that occasion for the goalkeeper. Comfortable, couldn't get much power on it on that occasion.
The lovely tease in delivery there, as the Bhutan players are compelled to kick it out into safety, but concede a corner for Japan.
Corner fizzed in again, free header, not over the bar.
It
Just too high for him to get over it and direct it goalwards.
looked as if it got a deflection, but the referee thought otherwise and gave a goal kick.
And Bhutan have a free kick in the opposition half. Chance for them to maybe launch one forward, but as you can see, the Japanese do have the height advantage. It's taken short as well. Fender gets it back. Bhutan are trying to play with the ball, work some short passes. Unfortunately, they just don't have the required technical level to keep the ball away from the Japanese defenders and work it fast enough to get it away from trouble.
Yes, and also the skill, rather the strength. Japan showing a lot of strength to keep the smallly built Bhutan players out of the action. So here comes Japan again on attack. A man running out of him, and dribbles it in and uses the youngster as he looks for a shot, but it was a very hopeful shot there by the young right winger. More hope than expectation on that occasion.
Yes, it was an ambitious effort. Bhutan players struggling to get the ball off the Japanese midfield as here they come again. Working it from side to side. Running to the box, cuts it back. Cleared away.
Unfortunately, he could not find a fellow teammate at the end of that cutback. As another dink in goes straight to the Bhutan goal. Clearances as well, kicking them all into the tall Japanese midfield, and they have made full use out of their height advantage.
Yes, that has been a problem for Bhutan. Haven't been able to retain possession from goal kicks. It's a great header for the right back to chase down. Cuts inside. This is good going. Lovely pass in, but offside. Rightly called as well. It's a pretty clear-cut decision for the linesman on the near side.
Wouldn't have mattered as the goalie made quite a surprise.
One thing we have seen from this Japanese outfit is that they're an unselfish bunch. If there is a pass to be made, can be assured that they will attempt to make it instead of going for goal. We saw that against Nepal and Sri Lanka.
As another cross is another cutback rather, but unfortunately that occasion the Japanese forward did not manage to get any purchase on the ball, so it'll be another goal kick as a slight injury concern, but thankfully for both teams, both players are back up and running.
Nearly a nasty collision there, but luckily the Bhutan defender pulled out of that clearance.
So half hour has passed in this game, and it has been all Japan, as the score reflects that as well. 3 goals in favor of Japan. Bhutan made just one attack which killed anything. If not, it was all Japan, as they continue to keep the ball and toy with the little Bhutan players.
Yes, according to the rules of the competition, each of the other teams participating in the tournament are allowed 5 under 19 players to be in their squad for the game against Japan. But Bhutan have not fielded any under 19 players.
As the Bhutan goalkeeper makes another good save on that occasion. Tenzin in goal for Bhutan. The Japanese player was through on goal, but the header was straight at the goalkeeper and he managed to get his body in time to parry it away to safety.
Good technique with the volley, but it's cleared away. Japan patiently just passing the ball around in midfield and defense. Now they choose to hit another gear as they move forward. Worked out to the left. Thought about a cross. Keeps it along the ground, but defender has just about dealt with it and won his team a free kick. I think Bhutan will not be all that unhappy with the way these past 20 minutes have gone, considering the start of the game where they were 3-0 down within 8 minutes. But just as I say that, comes a winger flying forward, picks out a man who's offside. It'll be a free kick to Bhutan. Lovely ball forward. The goalkeeper caught in two minds whether to come or stay. It's cut back now. And the defense just about getting back in time to block the eventual shot on goal. Now the ball lifted in. Again, Bhutan number 2. That's Drakpa doing just enough to put the opposition forward off.
So Japan win a free kick and sure they will just hoist the ball in for their big centre backs to get onto it. And yes, that's just what he does, but fortunately no one managed to get their head onto it. And comes in again. Again, this time the defender was there to clear it into safety. Still the pressure not relieved. Defenders and again it goes straight to a Japanese player, the clearance. This time he decides to take the shot, but falls again off the deflection, but unfortunately the forward did not manage to put it past the goalkeeper. A very good save there by the goalkeeper to keep Japan, to keep Bhutan a bit in this game. 3 goals are a bit too far for them, but he's keeping some respectability on the score line as Japan come again. Another good cross there, but a bit too much for the arriving forward as it brushes his head and goes out.
So I'm not sure if it's a testament to the Japanese attack, but even in the match against Nepal, the Nepalese goalkeeper was their best player, making countless saves. And Japan won that game 9-0. So definitely Tenzin Dorji is going to have a tough day today in goal. And saves like the one he just made will be crucial to maintaining some respectability, as you said, on the score sheet. that effort. The bounce on the ball was too high for him to control with that volley. It goes well over the bar. Goalkeeper not called into action. He's made 3 good saves since conceding 3.
Japan continue to push forward even though they have 3 goals. They won't settle down for anything. And here goes another attack. This time unfortunately the forward, his touch took it away from him as the goalie comes out and catches it and clears it.
Bhutan putting some pressure in the opposition half, but Japan cool in possession, play their way out of it. You must credit the spirit of the Bhutan players going up against a team who are overwhelming favorites. They said ranked over 200 places above them, but they're still running around, putting pressure on them. The heads haven't dropped, and on that occasion, another good save from the goalkeeper as they make their first substitution of the game. Number 7, that's Dorji Kando, going off, with him being replaced by Sherub Dorji.
Another towering header there by the captain, but unfortunately he did not manage to get over the delivery as it flew over the goal. He managed to, Sako Maya on that occasion, managed to find some free spaces in between the defenders, but unfortunately did not get over the ball as his header went flying over the goal post. And Japan come back straight on the attack off the goal kick. And Rico there gave it and went on a run and received the ball back, but fortunately the ball did not manage to hold. Rather, the Japanese player did not manage to hold on to position as Bhutan clears, but Japan comes straight back on the attack. So wave after wave of attack by Japan as they don't give Bhutan a minute of a breather.
Goes back to the goalkeeper. There's a towering presence in goal. Not tested yet by the Bhutan attack, and that's a wonderful piece of skill there. Not making his opponent on the way. That's Sutot Naoki.
He showed very good composure on the delivery and on the ball, and was a lovely skill there by the youngster. The Bhutan captain thought he was through on goal, but It was cut short by the offside flag being raised. So the ball back with Japan, and they are back on the attack straight away.
So that was quick thinking with that free kick. Unfortunately, player had just strayed offside. But from range of target. Just into the last 5 minutes of the half.
It has been a half where Japan dominated from the start up to the current minute, and I'm sure they wouldn't want to let the Bhutan players relax for a second, as the left back Handa Rico goes on the attack and wins his side a corner kick. Things of going quickly, and yes, he does go quickly. Catches the Bhutan players napping a bit, but they manage to get back and get the ball back under control.
Bhutan still keen on playing their way out of trouble. They've managed to do so. Lovely piece of skill there by the little man.
Jig drill on that occasion. A tiny lad, but showed big heart and some lovely skill there to work his way through the tight corner.
Japan, on that occasion, winning a free kick due to handball.
So Sumi Koshiro and Handa Riko have been tormenting the left hand side defense, the corner near to this camera, and they have been tormenting. They have been running down the flank, putting in some lovely crosses, but they have all been a bit too close to the goalkeeper, as number 15 Nakano Keita stands over this free kick. May be a bit too long for him, but yes, it was a bit too long. He went direct on goal, but it lacked power as it bounced and dribbled across away from the goal.
From Japan, they've threaded a man through. Gets to the byline, cuts it back, and great save, a brilliant save on that occasion. And the defense bails him out the second time around.
It was Sumi Koshihira who cut it back from the near corner the second time around, and the shot on that occasion took a huge deflection and went away for a goal kick.
Corner kick looped in, and Bhutan just about get it away for another corner kick.
Yes, and we can see the fourth official showing 1 minute of added time at the end of the first 45. It has been a very disciplined half, not many stoppages, just Japan dominating from the word go.
Yes, and you feel that Bhutan players will tie in the second half if they have to put in a shift similar to what they have had to do in this first half. There's that corner. Once again, onto the head of Maya, but just unable to get over it and control it.
Yeah, Maya seemed to be finding a bit of gaps in the between the defenders there in the corners, but unfortunately he has not been able to control any headers on goal or even make the goalkeeper work. As the first half draws to a close here at Racecourse International Stadium, Japan leading Bhutan handsomely 3-0. We will go in for a short commercial break and be back with live action from the second half here at the Racecourse International Stadium. Yes, confirmation there of the halftime scoreline, 3-0 in favor of Japan.
And just a summary of the first half: Nakano Keita scoring the first in the second minute, then Sumiko Shiro and Yoshida Yuji scoring in quick succession, all within the first 10 minutes. They were 3-0 up within 8 minutes of the game, but then Bhutan got their act together, and some brilliant goalkeeping by Tenzin Dorji has kept the score at 3-0. And do join us again in 15 or so minutes for live action of the second half on ThePapare.com.
The Recap, your daily sports update. Wherever you are, tune into ThePapare.com at 6:30 p.m. on the dot and be updated on what happened around you.
Technique, tactics, attack, defense, pattern. Back to the board, the rugby analysis.
Breakdown, one-stop shop for Sri Lankan rugby.
What's happening here? The time for
Hi, welcome to Hope Centric Yoga. I'm your host, Hope. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe to ThePapare.com. Special thanks to Body Bar for the location and iPhone Sri Lanka for the video production. Follow me on Instagram at featherpalm_fox.
The Hero Cup second ODI between Sri Lanka and Australia. Australia leading the series 1-0. The news is that Angelo Matthews has won the toss.
Fitness Diaries, in a mission to uplift the fitness arena in Sri Lanka.
The Recap, your daily sports update. Wherever you are, tune into ThePapare.com at 6:30 p.m. on the dot and be updated on what happened around you.
Technique, tactics, attack, defense, pattern. Back to the board, the rugby analysis.
Breakdown, one-stop shop for Sri Lankan rugby.
What's happening in the time for
Hi, welcome to Hope Centric Yoga. I'm your host, Hope. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe to ThePapare.com. Special thanks to BodyBar for the location and I from Sri Lanka for the video production. Follow me on Instagram at featherpalm_fox.
The Hero Cup second ODI between Sri Lanka and Australia. Australia leading the series 1-0. The news is that Angelo Matthews has won the toss.
First rule is trust yourself.
Fitness Diaries, in a mission to uplift the fitness arena in Sri Lanka.
The Recap, your daily sports update. Wherever you are, tune into ThePapare.com at 6:30 p.m. on the dot and be updated on what happened around you.
Technique, tactics, attack, defense, pattern. Back to the board, the rugby analysis.
Breakdown, one-stop shop for Sri Lankan rugby.
what's happening in the time for
Hi, welcome to Hope Centric Yoga. I'm your host, Hope. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe to ThePapare.com. Special thanks to Body Bar for the location and iPhone Sri Lanka for the video production. Follow me on Instagram at featherpalm_fox.
The Hero Cup second ODI between Sri Lanka and Australia. Australia leading the series 1-0. The news is that Angelo Matthews has won the toss.
Trust yourself.
Fitness Diaries, in a mission to uplift the fitness arena in Sri Lanka.
The Recap, your daily sports update. Wherever you are, tune into ThePapare.com at 6:30 p.m. on the dot and be updated on what happened around you.
Technique, tactics, attack, defense, pattern. Back to the board, the rugby analysis.
Breakdown, one-stop shop for Sri Lankan rugby.
What's happening in the time for?
Hi, welcome to Hope Centric Yoga. I'm your host, Hope. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe to ThePapare.com. Special thanks to Body Bar for the location and iPhone Sri Lanka for the video production. Follow me on Instagram at featherpalm_fox.
The Hero Cup second ODI between Sri Lanka and Australia. Australia leading the series 1-0. The news is that Angelo Matthews has won the toss.
and welcome back to Japan are taking on Bhutan in this Sport for Tomorrow South Asia Japan Under 16 Football Exchange Program Tournament. Japan are readying 5 substitutes, with first player to come on, goalkeeper Yamada Taiki. Pretty much going to be playing with a completely new team. Second player on is Araki Ryotaro, number 7. Bhutan trailing 3-0 at the end of the first half. Japan looking to try and increase that margin as they bring on number 9, one of their better players, better offensive players, Nishikawa Jun. Scored a brace in the game against Nepal. And Kraba Kondo, he's also coming on, a man who scored a hat-trick, along with right back Furuzano Takumi. So it's going to be a tough second half for this Bhutan lineup. They've made one change, and they may need to make several more if they are to keep up with the Japan team.
Yes, the first half was totally dominated by Japan. They managed 3 goals in the first 10 minutes, but Bhutan managed to find their footing and keep them out in the remaining 35. But I'm sure Japan will come back energized, and they'll be looking to strike back as soon as they begin and extend their 3-0 lead.
Yes, there is a threat of rain as well, which could hamper Japanese play. As Bhutan launched the ball forward from kickoff. Takumi tries to play the ball to Jun, but can't get it through to him. That right hand side for Japan very strong in the second half, as Bhutan caught offside the second time.
So if you're just joining us here on www.thepapare.com, news out here from the first game on the final match day at Racecourse International Stadium is that Japan lead Bhutan 3-0. They managed all 3 goals rather in the first 10 minutes, and Bhutan managed to keep them out in the remainder of the 35, but it has been dominated by Japan as they go back on the attack, and number 15 this time makes no mistake.
Yes, Nakano Keita scoring his second of the game.
Was a lovely little through delivery there, and he made no mistake with the finish, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. So as they began the first half, scoring in the first minute, just as they began the first half, they begin the second half as well. So this is starting to look a bit embarrassing, and I'm sure the Bhutan players should look to tighten up a bit more in defense. But saying that, Japan go back again straight on the attack. This time Keita goes again on goal, but saved by the goalkeeper.
Yes, Bhutan, I think they take a bit of time to settle into the game, to their defensive shape, and Japan capitalizing on that once again at the start of the second half, scoring that early goal. This time trying to thread through Jun, that right hand side. Keeper taking his time, trying to run down the clock.
Yes, the tactics that Bhutan use, you could look at it in two ways. Them playing out from behind, they could be playing into the hands of Japan, but saying that under 16, they would want to learn. What do you think of the way Bhutan have been playing?
Yes, I think for one, Japan play that game a lot better than Bhutan, but these Japanese players have probably been playing that game for a much longer time, and Bhutan, they are still getting used to the system. The infrastructure isn't as good as it is in Japan, but it's good to see them still trying to play that attractive brand of football, and over the years I think it will pay dividends in the way they perform at the international level, as opposed to if they were just focused on playing the long ball. So they deal with that cross once again, but it's going to come back at them. And even though they are having a tough time again in this tournament, they lost 7-0 to Nepal and 5-2 against Sri Lanka. They are 4-0 down with 7-1, I beg your pardon, against Nepal. They're 4-0 down with 40 minutes to go against Japan. But still, I think it's a good exposure for these young players just to get a feel of what the international standards are, and also a standard to an opportunity to see how the real top nations in world football, when it comes to Asia, that's Japan, the quality and their style of play. And it's a good initiative, this sort of tournament, bringing together these teams and these young players in the name of football. Here's one of the substitutes, Takumi, lovely ball in, cleared away. And still haven't got the job fully done. Here's Kondo Kraba, who turns the ball home even as he was falling down.
The Bhutan defender seemed to have got a little nudge on him, but the number 10, the youngster playing in the number 10 jersey, made no mistake as he pulled the trigger just in time to get it past the goalkeeper. So the quick start again, another quick start here by Japan in the second half as well, makes it 2 within 6 minutes of the beginning of the second half.
Yes, and I think Nakano Keita is going to get a warning. A yellow card, in fact, the second time. He's been booked, picked up a yellow card in the Sri Lankan match as well. Of course, that is a tactic used in football to give your teammates enough time to get back. But once they have got back, you really do need to move away. And a needless yellow card picked up by the attacker.
And the lovely delivery there sends the white man, the substitute, the number 9 jersey. But unfortunately his control let him down on that occasion as he loses out. But the clearance going back straight to the Japanese as some lovely footwork there by the youngster. This time he sends through number 10, and a good save there. Oh no, it was his shot went a bit wide. So Japan beginning from where they left off.
So I think the linesman has awarded the corner kick.
Yes, I think there was a change of mind there, and the Linesman has avoided the corner.
Did look to be the touch to come off the goalkeeper as corner is sent back in the second attempt. Again, Maya rising the highest, but can't direct his header goalwards. Bhutan making a change of their own. The tireless forward up front being replaced. That's Karma Sultrim being replaced by the number 12, that's Kinga Wangchuk.
Yes, the forwards of Bhutan saw very little ball, little to none actually, and now the forward is being substituted as another through delivery goes to Keita, and he manages to get it away from the goalkeeper, but because the touch was a bit too heavy, I think awarding a penalty was also not on the cards.
You're right there, no way the referee could have awarded a penalty for that one. He had the ball completely got away from him. It's a great piece of skill, easy drive on goal, and that one has found the bottom corner. Absolutely nothing the goalkeeper could do about that. Goal by Ryotaro, one of the substitutes.
Was some lovely footwork there. He displayed a solo goal on that occasion. He went through the defender. He stunned him for all his worth, and he drove it along the ground for a lovely goal there on that occasion. Substitute making full use of his chance, the little bit of game time he sees.
Yes, Takumi. The substitutes the Japanese have brought on have really brought more efficiency up front for them.
They have brought on the style as well, as they doubled the first half goal tally within the first 10 minutes. So a repeat of the first half. First 10 minutes have been repeated here, and I'm sure Japan will want to get more on the scoreboard.
Here they come once again, Japan. Ishikawa Jun cuts inside. Time to look up. Low cross, and it's another goal for Japan. Heads starting to drop in the Bhutan camp.
It seemed to have got a deflection and was rolling into the net till the youngster got his foot, as we see the lights.
placement. Namgyal.
Point blank straight there to the goalkeeper. He makes his presence felt.
Bhutan. Up to launch it into the box. Their preference has been to play it short. This time chipped into the box. Cleared away partially. And Bhutan have won it back.
There was no Bhutan bodies in the penalty area, even though that ball was chipped in, as Japan go back on the attack. Here's the goal scorer, the last goal scorer. And number 8 shows some lovely quick feet and dinks it in. But I thought he may have crossed it, but seemed to have stunned us all. Nearly creeping through in the far post, but unfortunately for the Japanese youngster, drifted just wide.
Passing notably sharper in the second half as Nishikawa Jun has a chance to get on the score sheet. The left-footed player drives it straight at the goalkeeper.
Yes, and the substitute goalkeeper is surely making his presence felt there. The man was through on goal. Think he may have pulled the trigger a bit too early there, but all credit goes to the goalkeeper as well. Can't take anything away from him. He got down low and made a lovely save there. So he's impressing in the first few minutes of coming on.
The Bhutan defender somehow rises high to get that one behind for a corner kick. Lights now in full action, illuminating the pitch. Reminder that up next we have a big game between Sri Lanka and Nepal, final match of this tournament. Kickoff for that game is scheduled at 7 o'clock. You can catch the action live on ThePapare.com as that corner is launched into the box. The Japanese defender on that occasion just unable to make contact with it. Lovely footwork, good cross into the box. But Japan unable to pick out a man in the middle. Ishikawa Jun with that header. Comfortable save this time for Namgyal.
Could say it's a bit too early to judge the substitute goalkeeper, but on the evidence of the first couple of saves he has made and we have seen, I think he seems to be showing a bit of promise as Japan come back straight on the attack, but it has been picked up, and the small man Jigdrell showing a bit of quick feet, lovely footwork, but unfortunately his teammates loses out, and another ball thrown forward, but Japanese forwards all caught offside on that occasion.
Yes, that little adject drill. Certainly one of the most skillful Bhutan players on the pitch. He's already shown a few delightful touches. But unfortunately, his lack of a physical nature has been a problem for him against these tall Japanese players, as here's an opportunity for a cross in. It's dinked over and a wonderful goal. Classy goal by the skipper. Nishikawa Jun.
Yes, that was Nishikawa Jun on that occasion. A lovely finish there by the youngster. Brought on as a half-time substitute, and he had a couple of players inside, but thought he will go on his own, and he was rewarded for his lovely bit of play there. Over the goalkeeper on that occasion. It's beautiful to watch these youngsters playing with so much of skill and talent. And I'm sure the future of Japan is very, very bright. As Keita plays in Jun again. A bit too much on that occasion, but manages to keep it in. Back to Keita. But unfortunately goes wide. Misses out on that occasion. This is the captain. Takes a shot from range, but the goalkeeper does well. Jun follows up, but his follow-up shot goes over the crossbar. A very good couple of minutes here for Japan. They have been stepping on the gas again and put Bhutan under pressure. Scoreline reads 8-0 with about an hour and 4 minutes past. Total dominance by Japan.
Threaded through again, and that finish just over the crossbar. That was Kondo Kraba, the number 10, another one of the substitutes to get his name on the score sheet this time. Unable to hit the target.
He had a bit too much on that finish. Again, another lad trying to dink the goalkeeper. This time a bit too much, and it carried over the crossbar. Unfortunate.
Japan in possession. Passing it round again. Things looking dangerous for this Bhutan team as here they come once more. Cross in. And that's a very difficult finish under pressure. And completely miscuing that shot on that occasion.
Oida Keita on that occasion. A very difficult skill to keep the rising ball on target, and rose over the goal. Keita. Goal clearance came straight to Keita, but Bhutan fought hard and got that back as Japan conceded a throw in.
We apologize for slight break in transmission. Few technical difficulties at the ground. And as we rejoin the action, the score is still 8-0 in favor of Japan.
Yes, hello and welcome back. After a slight power failure, we are back live on air and score remains 8-0. Japan goes straight back on the attack. They have been relentless in attack. Not given this this young Bhutan side, rather the small made Bhutan side, a moment to relax. And here goes number 10, Kondo Kuraba. On that occasion makes it 9-0. He was put under a bit of pressure, but managed to hold off the defenders as he found the bottom corner and made no mistake with that finish. A lovely finish by Kondo Kuraba. So these are a couple of names to watch out for as the years go by. And Japan are simply bringing on the style and totally outplaying Bhutan here. Yes, also reminding you of Football 360. All you need to know, results, fixtures, news, as Football 360 reviews the week's local and international football as Japan takes another shot on goal, but this time the goalkeeper is up to the effort and clings on to the ball. Lovely nut back there by Keita. And yes, he finishes. He had a man on his outside but decided to go alone and made no mistake with that finish. So he makes it 10-0 here at Racecourse on the brink of the 75th minute. Bhutan totally outplayed. And you can see the heads dropping, the Bhutan players. I'm sure this finish, the end of the game, cannot come any sooner for them.
Yes, it'll be tough to be the coach of the Bhutan team. They've been completely outclassed and outplayed. And here there's another ball threaded through, but this time the goalkeeper.
There was a lovely bit of skill there by Keita, the goal scorer. He dummied and the defender bought it as he played the number 10 through, but unfortunately it had a bit too much weight on it. It dribbled to the goalie's hands. So Keita and his mates bringing on the style here. Sri Lanka. As Japan goes back again straight away on the attack. Back to Keita, and this time the goalkeeper gets down low. The substitute keeper gets down low to his left hand side and parries it away to safety. It was a good stop there by the youngster.
It's a great save by Namgyel, the substitute keeper, at full stretch, and he had to be if he was to prevent that one from going in.
A fingertip save there by Namgyel. So he has made a couple of saves, but unfortunately for him and his team, the scoreline reads an embarrassing 10-0 as Japan win the ball back again. Wave after wave of pressure, and unfortunately Kondo Kuraba seemed to jump a bit too early, as we see around the wickets, catch all the news, update, analysis on around the wickets, where Roshan Abesinghe rather takes you through cricket's everything. As Kondo Kraba there again tries to take an effort, but sails wide of the goal.
Goal kick taken long. I think these last 13 or so minutes are just about survival for this Bhutan team. They fought well in the first half, but it's been a demoralizing second half. Conceded 7 goals since the restart, and it could get even worse for them, as a brilliant save by Namgyal denies Jun, and the follow-up goes wide. There's Bhutan now bring on another substitute. That's number 15 who's coming on. Sheltrem Namgyal. Another defender brought on to try and stop Japan from playing. Free kick taken quickly, but they can't get past that giant in defense, Sakomayo. And that back pass cut out by Kondokraba. He's racing through on goal. Great turn of pace. 1-on-1, and he's hit the crossbar.
Quite unfortunate there for Kondokraba, as he showed everything, but unfortunately lacked the finishing touch to hit the underside of the crossbar and bounced out of goal.
Even though the Bhutanese defender couldn't made a real hash of that clearance, as the ball dropped down, was somehow able to smuggle it behind. Bhutan here with another free kick, launching these forward now. No more short balls. There's some great footwork shown by the midfielder there to get the ball to safety. Here they come through the middle. Takumi. Fantastic run from the right back. Lovely low cross, but too close to the goalkeeper.
Unfortunate there. The right back made a lovely dashing run down the wing, but unfortunately lacked the cross. It was a bit too close for the goalkeeper, and he made no mistake in bagging that.
Through ball, trying to play it through. Jun cut out. Lovely skill there shown by the youngster. He's released his teammate, and another pass. Bhutan nearing the Japanese box, and have they won themselves a corner?
Yes, they have won themselves a corner. So the first corner of the game for Bhutan in this game.
Japan also bringing on another substitute. Yamato Ren coming on for Nakano Keita, who's been in the thick of things today. It's Bhutan after winning a corner. Not quite sure who's going to take it, as everyone is in the box. But they have a player going out to it now to deliver this corner kick. Corner is whipped in but cleared away at the front post.
And now the break's on for Japan.
They've got bodies forward very fast as great clearance there by the defender. And running back into his own half, that Bhutan forward caught offside. Lovely one-touch passing by Japan, and just as I say that, a pass goes astray. Chance for a goal. Kondokraba shoots, but straight at Namgyal. Gathers comfortably. And making the most of the time he's allowed to hang on to the ball as well, to try and run down the clock. His teammates are probably tired. Pass intercepted. Skill as Bhutanese player offside, but the referee allows play to continue. Advantage to Japan. Here they come on the break. Chance to get the ball in from the left, but Bhutan have defended that well. Trying a nutmeg unsuccessfully, and he's fouled his man as well. So a free kick for Japan in an attacking position. Looks like Ryohei is going to be the man to deliver this in. They can get a good delivery. They do have the men in the box who can win the header. Right-footed delivery fizzed into the far post, and Sakomayo once again can't get his header on target.
He has been on the end of a couple of good deliveries today, but unfortunately lacked the finishing touch. And on that occasion as well, found himself in a bit of space, rose above all the defenders, but unfortunately again the finish let him down as Kondokraba goes again on attack. Lovely footwork there, sends through his fellow forward, but unfortunately on that occasion there was a bit too much on that pass as it rolls out for a goal kick. Kondokraba has brought on some lovely style to the second half of this game, and scored a couple of goals as well.
Yes, Japan did save their best players for the second half. The Jun Takumi, Kondokraba, as you said, Kiyotaro, all coming on and scoring goals, putting Bhutan to the sword in this second half. Japan down the left and crosses it in. There's a man at the far post, but Bhutan deal with the danger. It's still not cleared though. Takumi, lovely cross in. Two Japanese players converging on the same delivery.
Unfortunate on that occasion. The number 7 got in the way, as sure if he did not disrupt his fellow Japanese player could have finished, but unfortunately he got in the way, and both players did not manage to get a finish there.
Yes, the player who ultimately did get the touch was moving away from goal, whereas his teammate was moving towards it and would have had a far easier time to direct that ball goalwards. Could see it all the way through to his head. But luckily for Bhutan, still 10-0. As that player requires some medical attention. This is taken off the field. They'll hope to get him back as soon as possible. Playing with Japan, playing against Japan with 10 men is hard enough. They have another throw. Japan work back to the skipper. Long ball over the top. Fantastic delivery into the far post, and Nishikawa Jun unable to finish. Goal kick has been awarded. Here comes Japan once again. That pass just taking his man away from goal. But he turns to deliver across. Attempt from range blocked.
Wave after wave of attack by Japan. Relentless. They are not giving their opposition a moment to breathe, a moment to relax. And even in the final minute of play, there are forwards and defenders, midfielders, everyone getting into the attack as another shot goes just wide of the right hand bar rather. Unfortunately there.
Yes, the right back on the overlap getting forward. But his finish was always taking the ball wide from goal, and on that particular occasion just unable to keep it on target. It's difficult to beat the goalkeeper and get it on target, as here Japan have a player through on goal straight at the goalkeeper. Bhutan have got it cleared. Is there time for one more Japanese goal? Here's Kondokraba. Back to Jun, unleashes a pile driver, and it's found the way into the back of the net.
So that's number 11 for Japan in the final minute of play. A shot so hard, it was too hard for the goalkeeper, and unfortunate therefore the goalkeeper, he did not manage to reach it.
Here come Bhutan on a rare foray forward. It's ended with a foul against them. Lovely crossfield pass. He's running to the box. Is good. Kondokraba can't dig it out from underneath him, and it's a good save by Namgyel. And we're going to find out how much added time. We're going to get just a minute again.
And you can see the central defender Maya as well, the captain, in amongst the forwards, pushing high up the field, even though Japan have scored 11 goals.
Looks like they are keen on a dozen. And they have just about 30 to 45 seconds to make it happen, but that cross from June goes behind for a goal kick. Could it be the last piece of action for this game? The referee has a quick peek at his watch as the Bhutan keeper takes his time with the goal kick, and the referee blows for full time. It's been one-way traffic throughout this game, and particularly so during the second half, where it started with a 3-0 lead for Japan, but they brought on all of their best players in this second half and scored 8 more to finish with the scoreline reading 11-0 in favor of the Japanese. It's been a tough tournament for these Bhutan youngsters, but someday they will be able to look back on this experience and understand that it was of value to them, and that their play and the experience will be for the better as they played some of the leading teams in South Asia and East Asia.
So that's how it reads, 11-0 in favor of Japan, as we go for a short commercial break, and we will be back with live action from the Sri Lanka game as they take on Nepal.
So Japan 11, Bhutan 0. That's it from the Racecourse Stadium. For Romario and myself, Ashwin Das, do join us again for the 7 o'clock kickoff between Sri Lanka and Nepal from the Racecourse International Stadium, live and exclusive on ThePapare.com, sharing the passion.